You might get a message that might put you in deep emotional pain. Yeah. Maybe somebody from your past, maybe a father or uncle figure or something, is passed away and you don't know about this. Or somebody from your past. Maybe it could even be a baby daddy. Maybe a child's father or something like that. But I also feel like you're going to be getting a message from somebody from your past. I don't feel no negative energy. I feel like this is a kid. Maybe this is what this innocence is. I feel like it's a child that you lost contact with, or like maybe they went, I don't know, maybe they moved, maybe they're in college or something like that. They're about to be coming back. The truth about, like, if they were lied to about you and brainwashed, they're about to find out the truth. But this whole group, Cold Club and Secret Society, invested in a lot of betrayals against you, a lot of moon magic, a lot of bullshit, a lot of lies, betrayals, a lot of manipulation. They did a lot of spells on you, a lot of witchcraft, everything. They're done. But you, my darling, you're going to have many different opportunities coming your way with your spiritual gifts. You are your emperor. You are the emperor, okay? Whether you're masculine or feminine, I feel like, or you're about to be. If, maybe you haven't started yet your business or whatever, but you're going to be. But you're spiritually, you're being told to do it. Stop procrastinating and just do it. It's going to come out. It's going to be your ultimate wish fulfillment. Just do it. You know you need to do it. Just do it. But yeah, they're holding on to something that, but you're going to get a message about something that they're holding on to that belongs to you, or they're trying to hold you back. It's going to, whatever this is, it's like, yeah, this is like a child. You're going to somebody's getting their child back. And your child doesn't even have to be a kid. It could be like a grown, it could be a grown adult. But the truth is going to be, is like coming to them about, the truth's coming out, okay? So if they were manipulated or whatever, brainwashed, they're going to come in now. They're still holding on to you. They're going to have the truth, okay? Your cup's about to be overflowing with love. Oh, wow. You're about to be coming into union. Keep your eyes on your goals, okay? Because you're getting there. And you're coming into union. This could even be with your child. It could be a Leo. You could be a Leo. I don't feel no negative energy from this Leo. This could be a child. This could be your child. They're a little nervous. There's also some people are worried now, the karmic ass people. They're nervous about your strength and your power. And they're nervous about this inheritance. That these people in devilish energy and these devil worshippers or whatever, how they have to walk away. Because you're getting some sort of quick communication, and it's also a backfire to these fools. They're caught. Somebody stole inheritance from you. Maybe you have an uncle figure or something like that passed away, left you in their will, or a father or something, or a grandfather. They didn't tell you about this. You might not even know that they passed away. Maybe it's like, I already say that, like, you grew up on your mother's side, and you didn't really know your dad that much. Maybe your father passed away, you didn't know. And maybe your father, or, you know what I mean? Or an uncle, like your dad's brother or something, or your dad's father, and you weren't really, you know what I mean? You didn't really know them. They could have left you in their will, and you didn't know. And like your, karmic ass family tried to write you out of it. Shit, it could even be like somebody you never met before. Now, it was just like you're the next in kin, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even know you might not even know this family member. You might never even heard of this family member. You could have just been the next in kin, and it was supposed to be left to you because you're the next in kin. Maybe you don't even know your family. Maybe you were adopted, and you don't even know you're adopted. You might even find out you weren't adopted, and you're the next in kin of this person who left you an inheritance. And somebody else, like, came and snagged that shit up. That's for somebody right there. Somebody's going to find out, or maybe you already know you're adopted, or someone's going to find out, or you're about to find out you were adopted. I don't know. That's not for everybody, but that's for somebody. Somebody was adopted, right? And I feel like the reason why you were adopted was nothing harsh. Your parents loved you. They just couldn't provide for you. All right, and like either, it was a hard, yeah, I just got the chills all over my body. They couldn't provide for you. They wanted you to have a better life. And either later on down the line, but they signed something where they can't, cause I'm seeing, non-disclosure. They maybe signed because your adopted parents didn't want you to know that you were adopted, okay? So they signed something where it was supposed to be, maybe they didn't even know where you went to, but they just knew that they prayed on it, okay? They had faith that you were going to go to a good home. And that, and they ended up making something of themselves later on, okay? Because they always actually really wanted to come back and get you. They wanted to come find you when you got older, but something happened. They passed away. You don't know about this because you don't know this family. Or maybe they were young and their parents, I feel like that's what it was. Their parents were not allowed to. They were like, no, you can't come back in this house if you have a child. And that your mother or your father didn't want to get rid of you, but they had no choice. They were like a teenager or something like that. And the family member passed away and left you. Yeah, they left you in their will. And they love you. They want you to know they love you. And they're sorry, but they did the right thing. They said they're doing the right thing, so they thought. You know what I mean? Because what were they going to do if they're, you know what I mean? If they were out, like if they were kicked out and they were just a teenager or something. I feel like this person was very young. That's why the innocence is coming in. This makes sense. They were very, very young. Maybe it was even like the R word. It could even been the R word. You know what I mean? But they were planning to come back to you, to one day find you, but they signed like a non-disclosure or something like that, but they were planning on finding you later on down the road, but something happened to them. They passed away. You don't know about this. That's not for everybody, but that is for somebody. You might want to do a DNA test, guys. I mean, it's always just good. Even if you think you know your parents, do a DNA test. Just find out. Damn. Yeah, go on Ancestors.com, dude. Do a fucking DNA test. Find out. Because I feel like you might not even know. Whoever's support, you don't even know that you're adopted. Somebody does not know they're adopted. Confirmation. Double confirmation. You need to do a DNA test. Damn, okay. Lord, yeah. Somebody needs to do a DNA test. Like, really, seriously. You're gonna find out you're like, actually to royalty or something like that. You might find out like the president's your fucking, your parent or something like that, or I don't know. Maybe somebody famous. It might even be somebody famous that's your parent. And they passed away. But they were very young when they had you. And they were told, it's like, obviously before the fame and stuff like that, they were like, their parents were like, absolutely not. Which is absolutely insane to me. And they didn't know what to do. They were scared, you know what I mean? And maybe they were promised, or maybe they did. Maybe they did meet the family. They could have met your family, and your adopted family was like, look, the only way I'm doing this is if, and they really trusted your family, your adopted family. And they knew that obviously, that would be the best, like, decision, instead of being homeless on the streets at, like, 13 years old, or however young they were, you know what I'm saying? And having no job, no way to feed you, no way to, or anything, you know what I mean? They wanted you to have a better life. But then, like, they adopted you, like, somebody, I feel like they might have picked, like, the family, and the family was, like, well off, or like, they just very much so, you could tell that they were a loving family. And at the time, they thought that was the best idea. But they were planning on, when you got older, to come find you, or maybe you are going to find them. Maybe that's who this is. Maybe it's your parents. and maybe their grandparent or their parents passed away or something. Maybe they felt guilty later on, or maybe the father, if the father passed away, maybe the father made the mother get rid of the child. Something like that's happening. I don't know. Something like that's happening to somebody. Somebody might even find out their aunt is their is really their mother or something like that. Somebody's adopted you. Somebody needs to do a DNA test. You're gonna find out that your parents ain't your parents. That's not for everybody, but that's definitely for somebody. Just do a DNA test. See where you come from anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got people smiling in your face, stabbing you in the back. Because they know that you're in your purpose. They know that whatever you're doing is bringing you a generous amount of money. It's putting you this King of Pentacles energy. So be mindful of that, guys, alright? Or maybe you do know you're adopted. You're being told to do a DNA test to find out who your true parents are. Because I feel like it might even be somebody fucking famous. And I feel like they got rid of you when you were, not got rid of you. My bad. I don't mean to say like that. They put you up for adoption just because they were really young. They had no other choice. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were on the streets and if they're like 13 years old, they have no job, they're told they're gonna, you know what I mean? They just wanted, it wasn't on ill intentions. It was because out of love. It was like 1,000,000% out of love. It was because it was, they didn't want to do it. They had to. And they were given, and I feel like either they picked, I feel like they picked, but they were just told, the way that they're going to take this person, take you is, if a non-disclosure is signed. But somebody's about to break that non-disclosure, or you're about to find out. Something like that's going to happen. Or maybe you're the one that put your child up for adoption, okay? Because you were young and your child's coming back to you. You're going to get a message. Maybe you're going to run in and find you're going to find out it's your child that you, I don't know. Something like that's happening here, guys. If you did keep your child up for adoption when you were a teenager or you're younger or something like that, because you had to, and you've been praying to God to get your child back, it's coming. He or she's coming back. God heard those prayers. You're getting your baby back, one way or another. Or you're going to find out who your parents are. You know what I mean? Somebody might be passed away, though. I'm trying to get somebody, maybe the father might be. Or somebody, there's a hidden death here, without a doubt. Or someone secretly, they know, they're about to pass away. And it's from, now, not with the adoption thing. I'm talking about the karmic people that were doing death magic on you. There's like a father, an uncle, or like a baby dad, or a masculine energy with a child that's passing away. It's from this death magic, and other people. It's not just this father figure. It's also like people that worked with them, people from your past. But I feel like a couple people are about to pass away, maybe possibly 4. The Emperor is number 4 in the tarot deck. But there's also a hidden death here, man. I don't know. Maybe they know that. Maybe they have cancer or something. They know that, and they're keeping it secret. They're very nervous about this. Heavily burdened? Hell yeah, I bet they are. Oh Lord, help me to someplace. Yeah, God, I'm telling you, if you put your child up for adoption when you're younger, you've been praying, I'm telling you right now, God heard those prayers, your baby's coming back to you. Karmic family. Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, karmic family that worked with people from your past. Their plans were to unalive you, to end you and your career, because you're a spiritual leader. They're from the dark, you're from the light. They're heavily, this whole group, whole covenant secret society, this karmic family, is all heavily burdened for what they invested in. They know it's come back. They know you healed from this death magic they sent you. They know They're trying to end your career. They're trying to unalive you too. They know the death magic they send out is coming back to them. Like, so some people's losing their careers, their business is going to go under. Somebody's a father or uncle or a masculine energy with a child is about to lose their life, because they were attacking your finances, they were attacking your work, they were attacking your career, right? They're attacking your purpose, which is you're here doing God's work, what God sent you here to do. So they were attacking God. Obviously their career is going to go down. Not fucking smart. They're going to lose, like, they're, I don't know, they're going to get, something's going to happen. They're just going to completely, they're screwed. Their whole business is going to go under. Someone's going to get fired, whatever the situation is. Their money, like, something's going to happen. Someone's going to, like, hack their accounts, steal their money out. Something like that's going to happen, because that's what they wanted for you and your work. Not smart. Attacking somebody, somebody that's in the light, that's doing their purpose, what God sent them here to do. Not smart. And anybody that worked with them attacking your career, your finances, their finances are going to go out. Now, they were also sending you death magic. They wanted you to, they could have poisoned you, they could have drugged you, whatever the situation was. Whatever they did, they're going back. So there's people passing away, there's people losing their jobs, their careers, their finances, whatever. And it's a lot of people involved. A lot. And it's because it's a whole, 10-10, completion's end of a cycle, 10-10. This whole group, whole club and secret society, these, whatever the fuck these are done. It's over. And it's crazy because they actually worked with your family and people from your past. I feel like you don't have anybody around you that you could possibly trust, like, seriously, on some real shit. I feel like everybody placed around you was, like, against you. I feel like they knew you were special since you were, like, a baby. Since you were born. These people have been scouting you out because they knew that you were one of God's people. They know your birth chart better than you do. We have 4-4. Somebody could be 44. We have 3-3. 62 can be significant. 6-2 right here is just sticking out to me heavily right now for some reason. Somebody's passing away. Or it could even be like, it doesn't have to be it could be like a father, an uncle, a baby dad. It could be just like a brother. It could be a cousin, like a masculine cousin. It could be a grandfather. It could be a great-grandfather. It could be anybody. It's whoever sent this death magic or tried to poison you or drug you or whatever they did. Whatever they attempted for you. It's coming back to them. And they know it, and they're in grief, pain, sorrow, agony. And whatever this is, you healed from. Now this person's praying to God because they know what happened. They want you to forgive them. And because you healed, even in like, I feel like you were thrown in the mix of like a whole bunch of chaos, like with everybody that you thought you could trust and you couldn't trust not one person, and still with everything that was going on, you still healed. You never lost your faith. You still found your purpose in the middle of a war zone, literally. Like literally in the middle of a war zone, not able to trust anybody. You still never lost your faith. You still, found, some of you didn't like, believe in God at first, but at your worst time, when you found God, and you knew He was there, but like you didn't believe in God or something like that for somebody. But you, at your worst times, like you ended up finding God, and ever since then, like you know that God is definitely very much so real, and you got into your purpose, and you have a very close connection, to God now. But that was destined to be like that. It was supposed to be that way. That's part of your story. It was supposed to. Everything happened that way for a reason. And it's also so that you can talk. You need to speak about that, okay? Because you're going to help other people that are in similar situations, especially would it be in 2024 that think that like confirmation, see, that think that they're screwed because that they didn't believe in God before. No, you're that testimony that is, because you're an earth angel. You were meant to come here to for this to happen. You signed up for this. You might you could possibly be discovering this, but you're going to help with your testimony. You're going to be able to help other people that are in similar situations that think, oh shit, well, they're starting to realize God's very much so real, and they're like, well, they're thinking that they didn't believe in God, so they're done. No, they're going to come across your story and see that, no, you didn't believe in God at one point, but then you found him, and he's very much so real. And your essence, your aura, your glow, your light, you can tell you are definitely very much so connected to God, that you are one of his people, because you are. And this is what you signed up for before you came here. You are part of the 144, 1,000. Like, God uses people, like, the most craziest people, you know what I mean? Like, you would never even imagine. And it was all part of a divine plan to help people. And he places, in different spots, okay? Especially in, like, the mix of, like, craziness and stuff. There's people that were once devil worshippers that are not no more. You know what I mean? That they're 1,000,000% with God, because they know that the dark obviously is real. And then they finally found out that, yeah, obviously God is real. And it's to help people that were like that at one point to also, leave the darkness and find the light. You know what I mean? So you're being told, whoever that part is for, you're being told to speak about that. That's part of your mission, is to speak about that, to help you. Like, it was destined for that to happen, so that you can help people in similar situations as you, to get that story out, you know what I mean? Get that testimony out to help the people that are, you know what I mean, that were once in where you were, you know what I mean? That are where you once were. You're being told to speak about that. Don't be afraid to talk about that. That's part of your story. It's part of your mission. You're in some sort of quick communication. Yeah, this death magic was blocked from this father figure, uncle figure, whatever this is. Whatever this was, and what it was blocked right away. Somebody's blocking a message. It could be a father, uncle, whatever. It could be a workplace that's blocking a message, or somebody from your past that's blocking a message. Somebody that was trying to get back to you, they're just trying to cause you some sort of deep emotional pain, but that shit was blocked. Absolutely not. That was not coming in. You literally could have been in prayer when they sent this. I feel like you were, like, in the shower or a spiritual bath, like, literally, when these morons sent this stupid shit. And you were literally, like, in prayer, or even if you could have been, I don't know, just sitting there, like, they could have been watching you. They thought that you were just, reading a book, or you're reading the Bible, or you were, like, they thought that you were watching YouTube or something, or you're watching TV, but literally internally you're in the middle. I do that all the time. I'll be watching stuff and I'll be praying while I watch. You know what I mean? I'm constantly praying. But, like, I'm strongly getting that, okay? I'm strongly getting, like, they thought that it was, like, a perfect time. Maybe they thought that you were sad or something. They thought that your vibration was lower, but really you were literally, like, internally you were praying to God. You were actually having a conversation with God when they sent this death magic. They thought that they were slick, you know what I mean? They weren't. Not at all. You're way too protected anyway. I don't give a fuck if you're having a mental breakdown. It's not going to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you are in, like, that kind of state for any reason, guys. It's very important to keep your vibration up. But, especially if you're in, like, that still, no matter what's going on. So, like, even internally, even if you're not praying out loud, pray inside. Our Father, the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. That prayer is very powerful. The most powerful prayer. I recommend you definitely get it. You're gonna get some sort of, to get it, to get it. I mean, to know it. All right. What the fuck? But to get it. But you're gonna be getting. It's what I meant to say. Some sort of quick communication about this inheritance. Somebody could have been blocking. A father or an uncle could have stole your mail, or a workplace about this inheritance. These people in this devilish energy that are obsessed with trying to block. This is a backfire too. They spent a lot of fucking money on this. Somebody really spent, like, a lot of money on attacking themselves. Somebody's definitely passing away. They could have spent your money in part of this inheritance to try to unalive you. Somebody in devilish energy, though, is testifying against these people. They're taking the stand. And I'm strongly getting it's like your ex. I feel like it's like the one person you think of, like, Alright, if you just think of, in your life, in your story, if you just stop for a second and thought, like, who would you identify as the devil in the flesh in your life? Who was the worst to you? It's that person. They're going to take this, they're actually going to end up taking a stand for you. But not for you. It's because it's to get themselves out of trouble. So don't get it twisted. Don't allow this person back in. Alright? But yeah, they're holding on to this inheritance. But they're also that same person, that comes to your mind when you think of, like, who's the devil in the flesh in your life. It's a masculine energy. Or it could be a feminine, actually. It could be a feminine that works out their masculine energy. It's that person. They're going to actually end up taking a stand for you. But it's only because they're trying to save their own ass. Confirmation. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, and loved ones that passed away. What does the collective need to know? What do they need to be aware of at this time? 23 could be significant. Or 26. But 23 is definitely significant because we had 23 and 23. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh, look, actually. Alright, now. Yeah, 23 is definitely significant. And then 23 again, it's definitely very much so significant. 23, 23, 23. Yeah, they were sloppy when they sent this attack, too. They were sloppy. They also stole your mail. There's mail that's stolen. That's federal time. Anything with the mail is federal. You don't fuck with somebody's mail. They could have opened up, I don't know why I'm getting this, like somebody like opening up mail, and they're going to try and say, well, oh, I thought it was mine. No, that's federal offense. They're lying. Something like that's going to happen. It could be a workplace, or a landlord or something. Like, say if like you rented a property, and maybe you had like roommates or something, like where your mail goes to the office or something like that. They open up your mail. They're going to try and say that they're going to come up with some bullshit story. Somebody's caught on camera. Somebody that their mail goes to an office. They also have somebody that's in the there's like a mailman or UPS person or something like that that's losing their job and going to prison. They're testifying on these people. They already been fired or notified. Like, they've already been caught. They know that they're caught. They either lost their job, or if they didn't lose their job yet, it's because they're setting up these people. They're after being caught, alright, this has either happened or it's about to happen. They're still going to continue to work for, like, a little bit, but it's only because they're going to have a camera on them, first of all. They're going to be being recorded. It's just so that they can meet these people, and it's like it's to catch them. And then this person's definitely going to federal prison because they fucked with the mail. It's why you don't mess with the mail. Dude, like, even on driver's license tests, right? When you're at a four-way stop, a lot of people fail. Most people fail this test on their driver's license. If you're at a four-way stop, okay, and there's a firefighter, a police officer, ambulance, or a mailman, who goes first? It's the mailman. A lot of people get that wrong. They think it's like the cop or the ambulance that goes first. No, it's actually the mailman has the right of way. It's because they're the government, whatever. But which is crazy. A lot of people fail that in their driver's test. But like, you don't play with them when it comes to. I don't know why I just said that. Maybe someone's getting ready to take their permit or their test or something like that. Maybe somebody needs to. But yeah, you don't want to play with the mail at all. Yeah, and they're up all night crying because they realize there's something here about some sort of damages that was done. It was like a house fire or something that they did. They were very sloppy about. Maybe they're trying to get rid of evidence. Maybe they burn a house down, or something that they did that they were very sloppy with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They left behind, maybe they unalived somebody, or how they were planning to. Maybe they talked on the phone about unaliving you. Strongly getting that. Somebody smiling in your face, stabbing you in the back, that was planning on unaliving you. They're very stupid. They talked on the phone. about unaliving you, about poisoning you, about burning your house down, whatever the situation was. They were paid, like, also trying to get like a hitman, like they were either trying to get a hitman on, they were calling somebody, either talking about it, or they went on the dark web, because there's a lot of black here. They could have went on the dark web trying to get a hitman. They were being recorded. But the hitman is also smiling in their face, stabbing them in the back. It's really a cop. Or a cop got a hold of them, acted like they were like part of this group, and it was a really undercover cop. And this mailman is also smiling in these people's faces, stabbing them in the back too. And they're telling on everybody about what their plans were. I feel like somebody's mail got intercepted. Like there's complaints that like somebody could even, I just thought about that person that left that comment. Remember when you were saying how you looked up your mail and you seen that like there was all these phone numbers that were connected to your address, and you're like, you don't know what that is, and I told you to continue calling and calling the police about it, and also they take a screenshot of it, call the police, report it to the police first, and then also report it to USPS, to report that too. Maybe that happened, okay, so that they did an investigation. And also it could have just threw up a red flag that so many people were from different places, had phone numbers. They were like, why is so many people like wondering about this one person? Like, you can't be all over. Why would you have so many phone numbers? That threw up a red flag. So God made sure he had an earth angel in that double checked out one day, like, what's going on here? And either you reported it, or God had one of his people, one of his earth angels, just so happened to I don't know, maybe you had a package that wasn't delivered, so they decided to go look in it, or it was late. You could have called and complained about this package being late, or this meal being late. Something like that happened. And then within further investigating, they're like, what's going on here? So they started investigating, and then they found out this mailman was in contact with these numbers, with these people on these phone numbers, you know what I mean? And so they started investigating the mailman. Then they seen, oh shit, these persons plotting and planning somebody's demise for an inheritance. So now the mailman knows that they're up shit's creek without a paddle. They will never get a government job ever again. They're only, well, yeah, they will. They'll be in prison. They're gonna, when you're upstate or in a federal penitentiary, you have to work. You have to work when you're in there. It's not like in the county where you can pick if you want to work or not. No, you have to work. Everybody gets assigned a job, but it's, they'll get paid like 23 cents a day or 23 cents an hour or some shit like that. But yeah, other than that, when they're on the streets, if they ever get out of prison for this, because it's federal time and there's a lot involved, especially planning somebody's death and there's something about talking on the phone or emails. They could have had, also, I'm struggling getting, somebody had a like WhatsApp or something, or some sort of like, there was like a group chat, okay, and they thought that it was encrypted. It was actually literally, it's the government's app, and it's set up so that people think that it's encrypted, but really it's because, like, obviously, why do you need something that's encrypted like that? Most people that use that, it's for, not everybody, but a lot of people that use it, they do it for criminal activities. So obviously, come on now, the authorities ain't stupid, they ain't slow. That's the best idea. Why don't you make up an app where people think that they're free and they can talk however they want to? Same with websites.